Get your voice heard. When everybody is out there on the streets just waiting to go viral, you have another opportunity, and that is to come to anchor.fm. Download the free Anchor app and join us here at the What's the Play family. And make sure that you DM us here, Steven, at Who Cares the Podcast, or go to info@whatstheplay.net so you can join our family. We'll promote the shit out of you. We will promote everything about you. Make sure you're cool. We're not going to promote something weirdos. We're going to make sure we promote you, because everybody needs their voice to be heard. Everybody during this time needs that voice, right? Don't you need that voice? You can go global tomorrow. Just join anchor.fm. Go to anchor.fm to get started, all right? But make sure more than all that, you join the What's the Play family. Info@whatstheplay.net will help you set it up, will help you go through all the situational things that you need to do. And tomorrow morning, we'll make sure that you get your voice heard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the greatest podcast and the 100th episode anniversary, starring me, Stephen with a PH, and the cast of characters that have been pleasing on your eyes, been pleasing on your ears, and tickled your taints, and tickled your rear. It's now the two greatest co-hosts. In the description, you can go right there. It's John Montgomery, Thunderbird III, and Ms. Meg Lee, the Southern Belle, the two greatest co-hosts. We're all co-hosts. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome yourself.
Yeah, welcome, eh? No, I'm just saying. Well,
Put this.
we're putting it.
That one's pretty loud, though.
I know it is loud.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks for having us. It's been like a long time with COVID and everything, right?
COVID. A lot of things have happened.
A lot of things have happened.
Monkeypox.
Mass
What
shootings.
happened to
Yeah, mass
What happened
shootings.
to this place?
What is happening to this place? Well, we're here to bring levity and sunshine. And what did you guys want me to do?
Put the.
Sun City.
Put,
Oh,
yeah,
Sun
Sun
City.
City, man. I feel like we're glowing right here. The
Yeah.
spotlight, eh? But
The
you know,
spotlight is on you too.
yeah, man. But hey, it's all good.
I don't think I could do a 100th episode without you. And I've been waiting. That's why everybody out here, the schedules that these two have, they're very busy. They have schedules to schedule in, and there's something. There's always a time, and one's ready. And so now we're finally here, and it feels magical.
We all made the same window of time. We all had the same window at one time. This time,
That's right.
we all our windows of availability all met up.
And I love it
Yeah,
For once.
for once. So everybody out there, you're watching on Spotify. We've been given the ticket,
the golden one.
the golden ticket that a lot of people,
That's
Passed
a few
on.
people got.
yeah, a
and
few people got, and they
did nothing about it.
act like a fool. But if that was one of you guys, just go. But
Yeah.
we don't need your kind.
No.
Yeah, you already failed us once.
But to the rest of the audience that actually supports us, welcome. And I'm just sitting here, and I've been thinking a lot lately, guys.
About.
The world and how it has evolved into. Is there a difference between evolving
That's called
or just like moving forward?
Well,
Are we really evolving?
are we evolving? I mean, well, at least we're not walking with on our hands and feet like I think the cavemen did, right? So at least we've developed a
Well, that's
better way of
those are
standing up.
high.
And
Those are high marks.
Well-
Yeah, the bar is high.
I don't. I don't know. We're evolving, but slower at a slower rate now.
Well, I just heard in Huntington Beach recently. This past week was a terrible week for Huntington Beach because they had a man in custody. In custody, he got arrested for intoxication, I guess.
In public.
And yeah, in public, right? I guess he was
Yeah.
intoxicated, right?
Yeah.
But really, I guess the police officers did not understand what he was intoxicated on because he died
Oh,
in their custody.
yeah, really?
Well, how would they arrest him for being intoxicated then if they didn't even know what?
Which one, huh? Like maybe he was just having like a
Did he-
asthma attack.
Did he die in the police car?
He died in the holding stuff.
Oh, they brought him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just drunk, or what they thought.
So they thought.
And this is the kind of things that can't go on.
Did
in
they
our
find out what really happened? Like,
This happens all over the place.
Did they know what? he
yeah, what
died
caused
of?
his death?
No, we don't know yet. But we need to make a stand for Trevor. I don't have his name here, but it happened over this past week. last weekend.
Not Trevor Noah.
Oh no!
What?
Oh.
What happened? Oh.
Is that hilarious? That's who called. You're right. What if he was outside?
It was.
Yeah.
We're talking about a good friend of ours, ex-producer. He was a great man.
Yes, he was a young,
Young, talented.
Yeah, good talent for such young. Like he's still just kind of in the beginning of his.
But not anymore though.
Career.
Now he's very worldly now.
Oh, is he?
He's not.
He's very worldly.
I thought he blew it all. He like switched to the. He started getting involved in the rough side of
West Hollywood.
Yeah, town. Like he started hanging out with.
But you know he's
No.
He's matured.
Has he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We've reconnected.
Yeah.
But we're just glad that everybody from the show. There's a lot of people we wish could have been here on this 100th anniversary. Let's give love to Ashley Victoria.
Yes.
She's out there somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Ashley.
And
Probably John doesn't say that, but Megan and I say hello.
Uh-huh.
And
it's too bad you're not here.
It's too bad.
You know, you're just.
But sometimes we can't get everybody here at the same time. And I mean,
yeah.
And then we had, who else do we have? Space Jam Mike.
Oh yeah. What
Fun guy on the show.
Him?
He's still rapping. You know what? We should get him back up for.
Yeah.
We have a little surprise for everybody. So, anyways, just to set this all out, we're going to be talking about. We're going to be launching something at the end of this, so stay tuned for that, John and I, and maybe Miss.
We're launching T-shirts into the audience.
Yeah, we're launching nonsense. And so Miss Meg Lee, we're also going to see Miss Meg Lee's first venture into the metaverse and see how she handles it. And I think that's going to be pretty interesting as well.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome to see that. So Miss Meg Lee, what's going on in your life?
Not too much. I was, I working, but I miss going to school. I miss being a student. Like I almost want to go back. I was thinking about maybe going back.
Oh my God, not again.
And I was thinking about maybe going to like law school, maybe,
I don't think your life is right if you're not in school.
I know it isn't. I feel weird. I feel like I'm not doing a paper right now that I have to cram, or like when I'm doing it at the last minute, and like trying to like suck up to my teachers and trying to be like.
But no, it's so bad.
Oh, but always in the back of my mind thinking, I think I'm smarter than this teacher, but really I could have had this teacher job.
I think that 5-year-old teacher likes me.
I think that teacher is younger than me. Oh yeah, all my teachers are younger than me.
You didn't have like a sexy old man teacher, like a professor?
No, actually.
No Colonel Sanders.
No, wait. There was one. Actually, there was one, an older one, and he was like.
Did he have like wispy gray hair?
Yeah, all white. I think it was. Yeah, and he was like an author. Teacher? He wrote books.
Oh, he also had white ball hair.
Yeah, but I think he was like my height, or maybe a little bit shorter.
Really?
Yeah. So that
sounds like a dreamboat.
So that the
Did
height.
He drink a lot.
Yeah, he sounds like he drinks a lot.
No, he wasn't a drinker. He was like a
thespian.
Then his writing probably sucked.
I know. I didn't check out any of his books.
All the good ones drink.
They have to have
maybe. If he did drink, he did a good job of covering it up. I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
Did you have to drink in his class?
No.
Did you ever drink in class?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Did you ever like take acid or smoke weed in class?
No, because
you never went to class inebriated.
No, because if I did, then I would ditch class. Like before, I used to do that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in, and then like I would like maybe like take a drink or do a line, and be like, okay, wait, maybe I'm just not gonna go to class today, because then it's just
then what do? You just hang out by yourself?
No, I got because another friend.
I'd rather go in.
Another friend that was going to school with me at Cal State Fullerton. Anyways, we would just both ditch together. And we just like be in my vehicle, and then just.
No wonder you missed school.
And then go into a parking lot somewhere, and then do it again.
So it sounds like you want to go back to school, huh?
Yeah.
What campus should be scared of you?
Cal State Fullerton. That was like where.
Is that where you're gonna go?
No, fuck no. That was like my first.
I'm saying now, what campus should be on the lookout?
Okay.
Like if you come into town
for law schools, okay.
And then if you miss a class, you're definitely doing lines and
I know,
drinking.
right? That's like right? No shit. You can find me in the parking lot.
Yeah,
I
feel good.
I'll be in the parking lot. I'll be in the fucking parking lot. I'm gonna be 20 minutes late.
I'm at work, but in the parking lot.
I know this is
not on time, but I'm Mexican.
And I remember getting like like questions like why are you always so late? Like I'm like, fuck man, I thought this was college. You're not supposed to ask that question. Like who cares
I'm
this shit?
I'm my own man.
I'm
now.
late because I'm late.
I'm
So
not
It's
late.
my
what?
fucking business,
It's
dude.
like
I'm
a fucking
busy.
it's
eh?
like fucking hour and 50 minutes on class, man.
Yeah, what
I
is this,
can't
high
take.
school?
Like, so what if
Yeah.
I show up fucking 40 minutes late? Eh? I
What is
still
this
got,
continuation
you
school?
get as
Still got
much-
more like
your-
40 minutes
You
left.
get what your money's worth, anyways,
Oh man,
dog.
shit! Aren't I paying you for
Man.
fucking?
Oh,
Yeah.
you dropped that one?
No, I didn't, but I felt like saying like
I
what
got
the
called to the
fuck?
vice president.
You work for me, bitch.
Yeah, man, this ain't elementary school. I don't fucking need no tardy slip or telling me like I'm late.
Tardy
Who gives a
slip?
shit, man.
Fucking hall monitors. And
Tardy
Like-
slip.
You got people falling asleep in here while you're talking. You don't give them shit. Who gives a fuck if I'm late? At least when I come in, I listen. Eh?
Participate.
I participate and listen. And like these people that
There's
didn't
no
sleep
points for
for
participation.
Yeah, fucking people that just leave the teacher hanging. And
Yeah,
shit.
man, they just put their head down. They don't even care.
Yeah, no shit. If
Their
it
head
wasn't
on
for
their
you,
desk. They're not even trying to look like they're paying attention. They're just
Yeah,
like
dog,
silent.
they
it
don't
wasn't
even
for
try
you.
to make the class easy for the fucking guys. Doing it for the 7th time that day, dog.
fuck.
Oh
You
man.
know?
Yeah,
Like,
no shit. And Megan's there, just all like
Yeah.
goo goo gaga.
Participating,
and most of them
answering
actually
questions.
fucking care about their kids for some reason.
Yeah, man. You know, shit.
Kids
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Little
do
Just
they
wanna
know.
Go home,
Yeah,
dog.
they don't
It's
care.
like how rude, man. Fucking sleeping on the fucking desk.
I
Like,
know. You know what? And
Yeah.
Can
that's
you
sad.
imagine a teacher looking out to her classroom and she's
just a bunch of fucking.
just
I'm
fully
good at
flat
my
out sleeping
job.
with their head down, not even trying to like try to put their head up.
Like they're
They're
not
just-
even inspired by school at all.
They just straight up
Yeah.
like just fucking
Like-
take their
And you know
shoes off,
what?
put their head
Everybody,
down.
everybody on the
That's
East
when you know
Coast,
your shit
everybody on the
fucking
East Coast
quit,
right
eh?
now is looking at us like, you motherfuckers. We went to Harvard. We went to fucking MIT. We actually went
Good
to
for
school.
you. Pay more for your school.
Well-
I don't give a fuck.
Good for you, man. You guys actually like
They're
you know
the ones running the world now.
you guys. You know what? Guess what? Are they? I don't think they are.
I don't think so either. But
Running into
Elon
the
Musk.
ground,
I
dude.
don't even think they're in the top billionaires. Eh? I think they're just like
on the road team,
they're trying to fucking.
They're on the bench, dog.
They're trying.
They're
They're like,
Transformers, eh?
you know.
they're Airbnb.
You know why? Because they didn't take risks, man. They just did everything. They
Yeah,
had to
they
like
did it the
get
easy
tutors
way.
and study hard and do everything by the book. And because they did
Yeah.
everything by the book,
Preach, Megan.
that's why they're not. You know,
And they did
That's
by
why
the
they're
book.
writing the
you have to
book,
be an
dude.
innovator. You're not an innovator just because you get straight A's and shit.
Amen.
Yeah, you fit in the cardboard
Yeah.
box.
And listen,
eh?
everybody out there, if you get straight A's, it doesn't mean shit.
And
Just
not only
make sure-
that, but
Good
how
for
hard did you have
be
to work
doing
to
it
get
good in
it?
school. Good for you.
Yeah, you did really good. You listened.
I
And you
never
showed up
did
on
that.
time.
And you guys went to study groups and shit. You know.
Yeah.
You extracurricular.
You really-
I had,
Yeah, man.
yeah, I had an
Like
ex-girlfriend
you
who
had
did
to
that.
try really hard, huh? You guys had to try.
Megan,
really
remember my
hard.
ex-girlfriend that tried really hard and she had a tutor for every class?
And guess what? She's still not.
I mean, she
fucking-
graduated, but
Yeah, but what else?
What?
Like,
She's
what else?
I mean, I'd never-
burgers or what?
I'd never want her operating on me.
Is she selling passes at a gym?
Oh, sure,
Yeah, I think
she's
she might be,
God.
actually. She's a bodybuilder now.
He's a personal trainer for
Fuck, she used to be so pretty, too. Now she has the back of the...
for sp-
Now you
She
can show
looks
a
like
movie
the
on her
Hulk,
back.
eh?
Yeah, you can show a drive-in movie on her back.
She's
It's
a
so
personal
wide.
Like
trainer.
on a mountain
She's
ridge.
a personal trainer of Planet
Fuck.
Fitness.
Yeah.
Looks like South Africa. On
Yeah,
her
remember
back,
when we got robbed when we were in LA. We got robbed and they took our flat screen or whatever. Like when flat screens first came out.
And
shit.
she stopped them.
Yeah.
and now you wouldn't even have to worry about that because you just have to put her back there and then you just show the.
Yeah.
You just have a what are those called?
A spring.
Like she would protect you.
No, what are those called? Like a projector.
She would protect you now.
She would. She'd be my bodyguard. She'd be like China. Remember China?
She died.
Yeah, I remember
She died,
China.
yeah, she died.
The rest
Oh
of
my
China.
god! I hope Amy didn't die.
Who's that?
Like,
I don't know.
you
Our
think Amy's
bodybuilder.
voice turned deep too, like China's?
hell yeah.
Probably
It was getting there already.
Too much testosterone.
Yeah, I pumped her too much of it. Pumped her full of it. I'm glad. Hey, to her husband, you're welcome.
Good job.
Trained her good.
You
But
should've-
you know what's interesting though? Let's take a look at over the years. Okay, we're gonna do a
Okay.
little reflection.
Okay.
Well, recently, this isn't over the years. I did a bad thing. I talked really bad about an ex-girlfriend's family, and little did I know that Miss Meg Lee. You remember you found a lot of information about her,
Mm-hmm.
and then little did I know that she actually listens to the podcast. I didn't.
Really?
Who would ever think that she'd listen to us?
She did?
Well, everything you showed me was taken off the internet the next day. So,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's pretty. Yep.
so
yep,
I would
yep.
assume that she was. And I just want to say, you know what? Look it. We
That's
had,
weird.
we had our time. It was cool. No hard feelings. Much love to you. Wrapped that in a bow, tied up. And then, John, we want to revisit one of the first episodes that you were on. And you called Carl's Jr. Do you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that?
that Carl's Jr. thing. That was when I actually cared about fast food.
You did, though. You really cared about it. You
Yeah.
came in, like, Steve, you have a podcast, right? You came in like, all right, let's do it. Let's record.
I have something I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people
This
need
really
to
gets
know.
grinds my gears.
Really grinds my gears, yeah.
Gears.
Well, what happened, John? Should we play it for the people?
Oh, yeah, when we called
Yeah.
Richard or something.
Yeah, so you called. What were you mad at, John?
I was pissed because they raised the prices on something.
Like a sandwich.
Yeah, and little did I know at that time that's how business works.
Yeah.
But what did they?
You know,
What was great about that guy though was that he's like, I know I can't even feed my own family.
Oh
Here.
yeah.
I mean, you felt like you were so mad in the beginning, but he just turned both of us like,
Yeah,
whoa.
no, he was cool as fuck, dude. That guy was cool.
yeah. I hope he's still working there. I hope he didn't get COVID.
I hope
or
he's
anything.
not working there. I hope he found a better job.
I hope he didn't get COVID.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hope he's still alive because
The
I guess
flu?
supposedly a lot of people. No, but I mean, I'm sorry, Megan. Megan actually did have somebody pass away.
Oh,
But-
that's true.
But really, though, this whole
Yeah.
thing, besides that, like, only 1% of the population maybe would have possibly
yeah,
died. That's
Yeah.
why they shut down everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Like when during COVID, this is before I got COVID, but
you? Yeah.
I went to a place that was full of people. I went to Vegas in the summer. That was like when they closed everything.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but in Vegas they still let the back. I mean the pool, the beach. It was like a beach pool, whatever. They let that be open, and everybody had to wear their masks inside the hotel, but outside in the fucking big swimming pool that was like
Yeah.
No
nobody
way.
had to have their masks on, and there was tons of people. And you're
So
in the fucking
weird, huh?
water with them.
Yeah.
Why is it so weird like that?
And yet, you know what? I didn't get COVID though. I mean, as many people as I
Yeah.
was around right there with no mask right there, didn't get
Yeah.
COVID. I even went to Great Wolf Lodge in Arizona.
Oh yeah,
it was one of the few that the only ones that was open because the other ones were
Oh,
still closed.
shit, yeah.
And they had you had to wear your mask inside the hotel, but guess what? In that fucking water park in the back, no mask. Like everybody's
Oh,
not
I
wearing a
remember you
mask.
went
Like,
there, yeah,
you
in
know, when
Arizona.
you're
Arizona.
going on water
Arizona.
slides and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that place.
And again, didn't get COVID. It wasn't until I got back home, and I'm pretty sure it happened
Like,
when
stayed inside,
some
right?
person came up and asked me for a cigarette because I was like the only time I really didn't have my mask on. So when I was smoking a cigarette, and then some
Yeah.
transient came and
transit. You know,
you know.
are they have trans rights?
I don't know.
Do
It seems
transients
they
have
got-
trans rights?
They got the
That's what I
rights
wanna know.
to all the land under the freeways.
Are they considered trans?
Apparently.
Are they considered trans?
Well,
TransUnion, dog.
it always.
I was curious. I mean,
I always think they're like wanderers, right? Is that what trans is?
grifters.
Like,
So I don't know,
Transient,
but they have
yeah.
trans in the name. Does that mean?
I don't know, but they love to ask for cigarettes, and it seems like I'm always like caught with one, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, and they get close to conversate, and it's
Because
like,
they're hippies.
and I don't want to like say no. I'm like, okay, here's your cigarette, but I mean, I think that must be how I don't know. It's the only time whatever,
it's a bunch of hippies.
because they're like in
man.
close proximity to you, and they're like
Yeah.
fucking coughing, who knows, whatever the fuck, and they're probably like immune to any kind of sickness, so they don't get sick. They've already fucking like been around the
Yeah.
elements, so they're like immune to everything.
Yeah.
So and
They
because I
probably
just
caught it
remember.
first.
I was like, yeah, back in California
Trans rights?
in fucking Orange County, and I
No,
think
but okay, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is them they shut everything down for less than 1%
at the,
of people might die.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy when you
well
think about
now
Yeah.
wait, how many? What did you say?
it? Less than 1% of
Okay,
population.
Yeah.
has died. Yeah.
Well, that would have died or had died.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
now isn't like COVID now kind of like the
Flu?
strands of it are like the safer strands
That's so crazy.
because
Yeah.
people are like, oh my gosh, I got COVID now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you got the weak
Yeah,
COVID.
it's the
Yeah,
weak
remember
one.
we
Yeah.
got the good one.
Yeah.
You got the one that's just the basic cold.
I got the one
COVID.
where I couldn't live with
Yeah.
my family on Christmas.
That's right. You couldn't.
Oh,
huh?
yeah,
Or-
yeah.
yeah.
I had to be, but I would take it all back because Bentley was still alive. Oh yeah, my dog Bentley.
Was that
Yeah.
the bad COVID
He
or was
died.
that the? I know you got the COVID, the bad
I got
COVID
a
in the
lot of
beginning,
COVIDs.
yeah, but then yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I
Wasn't
did.
that the one that
I touched a lot of people during COVID. Anyways, here's John from the first episode.
But you're welcome to call corporate and, you make a comment online and, tell your feelings. For you. Yeah, tell your feelings, because this
No matter what, like, I'm gonna put in bad things for the owner. The owner, you might as well have his hands
I
on
didn't do
fire.
shit. I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
What a good man! What a good man, Johnny. And he got mad because the chicken bacon western double cheeseburger is now
No, it's
what,
because of
$1.49?
their spicy chicken sandwich,
Yeah,
Spicy
that's
chicken
the nice
sandwich,
answer,
dog?
no.
It used to be 99 cents.
Now it's
and
$1.99.
then
It used to be 99 cents. Imagine if-
$2.16
Oh,
or something.
shit.
Okay,
It's a
you would
lot
be-
more, it's a lot
You would
more.
you would be totally fine with $2.16 now in these COVID prices.
I don't even eat that kind of food anymore, if you can call it that.
That's right. So you've changed your diet.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, John. What happened?
Significantly.
What happened?
I got
You-
smarter, I
You got
guess.
smart. Yeah.
Or just like thought about it. It was just like.
Was your girlfriend cook for you or something? Or-
Fuck no, I cook for myself.
Uh-huh.
Hey, mac and cheese all day.
Uh-huh.
No,
It
I don't
is-
know.
it is
I
that
cook
really
some
though?
good shit.
Oh yeah, you actually do. What do you? I don't want to.
I make my mom's spaghetti
Oh, God
sauce.
bless
Oh my
you.
gosh.
God bless you.
Hey, you're messing up my thing, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
Close your nose or something for a
I'm
second.
sorry. I have COVID.
How many sneezes do you do when you do that thing? Like 30 at once?
13.
13.
Exactly.
Dang.
His
I don't
body-
have that right now though.
But your body like
Wants to.
just systematically fucking just does 13.
Breaks down.
See, I do 2.
You've never sneezed 13 times in a row.
Fuck no.
No.
Isn't that weird that I do that?
That would
My dad
shake my
does.
brain too
My
much.
dad
I would
does.
I
die.
get that it was every 6 months, and then
It's like
then it
shaking
turned to
a
every
baby,
like quarterly.
bro. You shake yourself like a baby. fucking
saw it.
whenever you do that.
I think that's why I like got fucked up because I would sock myself in the face to try and change it,
Well, yeah, fucking.
and I think that's what fucked up my eye. Yeah.
You think?
Well, no, I think I got into a police altercation and they fucked up my eye,
like fucking.
but that's a different story.
It was like.
I think Newport
when
Beach actually
something
destroyed
else
my
is
eye. But
broken,
we're not going to talk about that.
That's like American made. You just hit it and it starts working again.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you thought if you just hit myself.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually made of steel, except if like Newport Beach PE.
Maybe you're just
hurt
not
you.
from America, dog.
I'm not. I'm from
Maybe
a
if,
special town that's a province. It's called Moraga Land.
Did you think your face was like a vending machine?
I'm
that
from
you were
Midget
trying
Town,
to-
everybody.
Chip stuck in?
Shake it, dog.
I'm
The
from
fucking-
Midget Town.
When the thing in the vending machine.
Have you
like,
guys
goes
ever gone to Midget
halfway
Town?
and-
No, but you have a town named after you, though.
Moraga, California.
Really?
Yeah, Moraga, California.
Why don't you ever go there?
I have. My
Yeah.
great grandfather
did?
Jose Joaquin Moraga founded it. Yes.
You did?
Yeah, he's buried at the Presidio in Long.
Don't you have like a
in San
cousin
Francisco.
that lives up there
Then
too?
you're a king.
I don't have a
bro.
cousin that lives up there.
You have a
fucking
famous
king
cousin.
I don't
somewhere.
have a famous cousin.
eh?
She's not Moraga.
You're a king somewhere, eh?
I try to go there and I show my license like it's a big deal and shit.
And they're
and
like,
"Oh, I
yeah,
don't know."
whatever. We have 15 million.
It's actually a
of
very
you
rich
now.
city. Yeah.
You know what?
So I buy Walnut Creek.
You should live there with all your family, dog.
There's a actually the
You know,
Moraga.
my parents would love to live there.
There's
Except
like
for the fact that like we have a
Only
fake
Moraga.
cousin that
There's
lives
a
up there. We don't
famous-
wanna be
there's
that
a
close.
famous,
that retard's up there.
Yeah, that
There's a
retards.
famous Moraga actually that like is an
Huh?
author that lives somewhere like.
You mean a Lawrence? Because that's not her name.
In fact, she's like in a lot of the books at
We've
school.
had a reporter many times. She's a
Her name is.
she's a
what's her name?
transient.
Her
She's a
last name's
transient.
Moraga, though. Is that your?
No, she's a
related to her?
no. Listen, there's been a transient that's pretended to have her last name. We've tried to. She's a crazy person,
What's her name
essentially.
again?
No, she's a crazy person.
Sherry.
No, they found
Yeah.
out she's retarded, dog.
Sherry Moraga,
We don't
is
like
she
to use that
related?
name, but yes.
Is she related to you?
No. She's been
No,
she's been
she's
exposed as a
She's a professor.
a fraud.
as a fraud. Yeah,
Fraud, Julie.
it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing.
Well, man, her books are used in universities.
Right.
Well,
Well, that
they
just shows you
shouldn't
the
be.
ignorance and the ability that they don't have to actually do some research and check up on things.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
if they did, you would have thought that our family were bootleggers, and like we came here in so many
Bunch of
nefarious ways.
riff-raffers.
Yeah, like it's not even this is the wrong story. She's out of her mind.
Yeah,
She's a crazy person, and she's a Lawrence to begin with, and nothing against the Lawrence, but that's her dad's last name, and she decided.
But she,
Every time she gives an interview, you
she's
wonder.
a cousin, though, right?
She's not a cousin.
Oh, no.
No, I don't. I'm not cousins with crazy people.
But she speaks Spanish.
Yeah,
though?
you are.
We don't. Oh, yeah, that's true. I do have that. Yeah.
Does she speak
that was-
Spanish? Does she really speak Spanish?
I don't think she really speaks Spanish. No.
Cause she like always,
I mean, she
sounds
understands
like,
it.
She sounds like English is almost like your second language.
What's funny is that we were talking about that the other day, and like she used to be like a totally like Valley girl kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
She's,
Like everybody was talking about it.
She didn't talk about Chicanos like this.
No, no. The best is that she gives an interview where she's talking about the plight of a Mexican as
Yeah.
the gardeners are
Yeah.
trimming the fucking trees behind her. What a loser.
Can't even pay
Anybody
her
out there, if you
respect,
see her name
dog.
is Shamir Moraga, Shmee, who gives a fuck what her name is. She's not part of her family, and she's a fraud. That's what we'd call it. I don't know. Like you have somebody in you wouldn't have them in your family. If you had like a next door neighbor that always wanted to be like in your family, that's her.
Oh
You know what I
dang,
mean?
yeah.
Like, like the next door neighbor is like always like,
Yeah.
"Hey, can I join your picnic and stuff?
No,
Can I cook some carne asada with you?"
it's not your
No, you're
turn,
white. Get
bro.
the fuck out of here.
That's-
Bounce.
Wow.
That's not. That's because I'm Mexican.
She's not even full Mexican.
Yeah, you
is she,
can't
though?
eat no tacos.
Yeah, just because you talk like that don't mean you're Mexican.
Well, people should start telling people, like, colleges that because they use her for, like, you
Yeah,
know,
you had a
women's
class.
studies, ethnic studies, like, and
Definitely not ethnic.
feminism,
And I
ethnic,
dare say a woman.
ethnic feminism.
Yeah, what does she know about ladies, dog?
Nothing.
Like
She don't know how to
carry-
pick them.
Like she carries somebody on her back crossing the border or something.
She did
Like
have a
on a backpack?
Oh yeah, no. One of her
Dora the
one of her
Explorer?
books was called like water. No, one of the books was called like the water on my back.
Yeah, like the yeah. It's
Or
that's
she's-
No,
what-
the bridge on my
yeah,
back.
the bridge on my
The
that's what
bridge
she
on my
used-
back.
That's what
Doesn't
they
that
use-
just
that's
doesn't
what
that
they
just
use
make
in
you like
It's
want
like
communication,
she's carrying a cross or something, dog.
Yeah,
You know what she's
like,
carrying?
they use her book a lot.
A
in
fucking
ethnic,
Lies.
ethnic
A bag of lies.
communication.
A fucking
Wow.
A bag of torment.
like a tub of mud.
I
dog.
always picture her like like she always talks about like how this hard it was for. I always picture her like she's that girl like at high school, like she's in the corner just like looking at you. And you're like, fucking god damn it, what's wrong with you?
Why are they
You're not
having
gonna do
so
anything
much
weird here at the
fun?
school, right? And she's like, I'm just thinking about myself and things.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
like how the
My
world is and
skin
stuff. I'm
color,
like, okay,
without ever
we
denying,
just
you
wanna
know,
know if we're gonna,
my
go get some
ice
cream
cream
at the
mixed
soda
blood
hop.
and my father, and
whatever
She's
era
like
you know, I
studying
have
other
a
people's
really good
stories.
relationship with
Soda
my
at the
dad. He's
soda
still
hop or
around,
some
you
shit
know,
like that.
She's
and
listening to
it,
other
you know,
people's
it's
stories.
The car show.
but
I bet
it is not
she's listening to other people's
formational to
stories,
me
so she
the
can make them her
way
own, probably.
my
100%.
mother
She just
and,
listens to
and
everybody, and then
my
she's like,
hundreds of
beep, beep, beep,
relatives,
beep, beep,
Mexican
beep.
relatives,
Okay.
Oh, that Mexican
were
girl
in my
story sounded
life.
good. I'm
I'm
gonna use
gonna
it
take that for my own,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna get away
What
from
did
it.
she say something
I'm
about
gonna
Bridget?
move away from my family
A bunch
because
of
then
bridge
nobody
on
will
my
know
back,
me and can't
dog.
call me out.
What did that girl say? Bridge on my back? That's good. That's gonna be
That's
my
good, the
title.
bridge on my
Yeah,
back.
Bridge on my back's good.
Yeah, too bad the bridge collapsed and like all the illegals
That
came over
means
because
there's
of
a
it.
reaver
Takes
on
a
your
lot.
back too.
I was kidding. I was illegal when I came. No, I wasn't illegal when I came. But I'm sure how we got here. Probably very
You're like, I'll take-
illegally.
I think
You're like,
that's
we can
my
switch
mom,
last names.
too.
I'll take your.
Yeah,
I'll-
you too. We're all actually we're like one generation away.
First
two
generation.
You're actually first generation.
I'm first
First
generation.
generation away
Yeah,
from.
we're like two.
The motherland, eh?
Oh
Are we
yeah,
2, 3,
2.
3?
Are we?
Well, according to Cherie, we actually were born there.
Dang, yeah.
Damn, Cherie. I got dual citizenship.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Okay. I'm gonna do this here on the 100th podcast. I'm gonna sparkle this joint right now.
Good thing we
We
have
live
some
in
beef
California.
I've been
jerky, dog.
vaporizing, man.
We
Vapor.
live in California.
Where it's legal.
It's absolutely legal.
And
No, but this has been a triumphant, but a very tumultuous couple months for me, guys.
Why
How's
would it
that?
happen?
Well, I almost lost my eyeball due to
Again.
an abusive nature of a police department.
Oh.
Then I also, my dog died. This is sounding like a country song, isn't it?
Bentley?
Bentley.
I think you mentioned this, but for other people.
That doesn't
that-
matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is the 100th episode. I want everybody to.
You're right. This is we're doing
So the
your
plight of a
roundup.
Mexican.
Your
Sir
roundup.
Bentley.
So Bentley is gone.
How long has it been now?
Too long.
Not long enough.
No, I know, but like it's been only.
No, not really. No, what? That's not the right word.
No,
Not long enough. I'm like
Too long.
too long. No, not long. November.
Didn't you lose your eye not once and not twice, but
Yeah, it
3
keeps
times.
coming back because of the
3
trauma that I
times.
sustained back in
That's
October.
crazy.
I know.
Damn, your red
And then,
eye is a lucky thing.
I know, isn't that crazy? And then, what else happened? Something major. Oh, I died a couple times.
You almost saw Jesus.
I did. I actually did see Jesus, and I just want to let you know, everybody out there,
And he died.
all we have is relationships.
How did you die? Almost died.
When I see people like trying to go after money, and like the flim flam of the world,
How did he almost
the
die?
very basic of life. Oh, I want to make money.
How
I want to
do you
make money.
almost die?
And guess what? I'm not going to talk about how I almost died.
Wait,
I listened to Sherie's plays.
can we talk about how you almost
I read
died?
Sherie's books. That's all I was like. No, what?
Can we talk about how you almost died?
Yeah, you know what? It's an epidemic. Oh,
Wait,
it's an epidemic. People are trying to kill you.
how did it happen?
People slip things in your drinks.
You fall down.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You're saying
I got slipped a Mickey. No, but for
Like-
real. No, there is. Look at, and this is just a fact of life. There are gentlemen out there that like penis.
okay, yeah, they call them gay
and-
people, right?
And I have one, and I'm a
Amen,
very
huh?
good. And
Google
as the world can see, John and I are two of the most handsome people that the world's ever known. And Megan,
Did you get like a guy came up and tried to
I'm not.
give you monkeypox?
You try to give me monkeypox, monkey balls. Actually, he's like monkey balls, and he just teabagged me.
Oh,
Next thing you know, I'm wandering the streets of Newport Beach. No, but like, I got
Oh, you were at a party where there was drinks and somebody,
absolutely.
like a possibly gay man that had was attracted to you. Thought,
I would think it was.
let me try to do something to him.
I don't think girls do that.
You're right, absolutely. Most of the time, it's
Maybe they did, but I would err on the side of caution.
Yeah, it's almost like girls don't know where to probably get the stuff.
Yeah,
from.
girls are like, "Ooh, what is that?"
They
I wouldn't have
prefer-
known what it is.
They prefer us when we're like conscious and shit.
Yeah, they like to be conscious, and so would also this man right here. He'd like to be conscious too.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
very nice.
he ended up on a side street in the back bay.
Man,
On
you're
the
lucky you didn't
back
get.
bay.
The back bay.
And so you got
Lost my
left there to
extremities. I lost
basically-
all bodily extremities.
So you were almost like
Damn.
alcohol poisoning.
No,
or
it's
mixed with-
It's worse, Miss Midley, and I don't want to talk about it.
Wow.
I was violated, not just by our society, but by law enforcement.
Wow. What did they do? Did they take you in and what? Just arrest you for being?
Well, since I had truth serum here,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just know that they.
Yeah, because you're
I
that
just
like.
woke up with poop all over the room
Oh,
in a padded
man,
cell
yeah.
and nowhere to. I didn't know if I was in Tijuana.
So you lost
in-
all like
No,
your bodily
in
functions.
Kiev.
Are just...
I didn't know if I was in Kiev.
Wow, man.
Kiev.
Yeah, I think it's
I
pronounced.
don't know if I was there. Yeah,
Kiev?
no, it's Kiev. Yeah, I don't know if I was in Argentina.
Donbas.
There was nothing. But
Sao
then I saw.
Paulo.
I did see some writing on the wall that said, "Whatever you do doesn't matter." And that's it. Basically, is whatever the word verbiage is. So I knew it was English. So it must be in what, Pennsylvania? What, fucking Colorado?
Could have been
Supermax?
anywhere, man.
I could have been anywhere. There was no windows, just padded and poop all over the room.
Oh man.
And I'm naked.
Sounds
Is that
like
interesting?
North Dakota.
Wow, man.
I don't know
But-
what else to say about that. And then all of a
So
sudden,
you're like in a padded cell.
padded cell. It was like a huge, not a huge room, like the
It's
size
like
of
a
this.
rubber cell.
The size of this room, actually, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty big there.
Yeah,
That's like,
with poop everywhere.
They give you like. A
That's how much
large
poop was
time.
all over the room.
Oh my gosh, was it cement or was it like rubber?
Rubber floors,
Wow,
rubber
rubber.
walls,
Wow.
rubber curbs,
So it's slippery.
and I'm naked. And I'm like, where the fuck am I?
You thought you were
Probably pretty cold.
in a music video?
Yeah, I'm like,
That's what
I'm like,
I
is
would
this-
think, dude.
is this what happens?
Like,
I know, right? I'm in a music video.
Rubber
in the
band
80s.
man?
Remember
Rubber
the
band
80s.
man?
Like I'm like, you know what I mean?
It's a lot.
Take
less
on me.
You're like, oh my gosh.
Take on me. And I'm like just naked with poop and stuff.
Like,
You're like-
hell yeah.
You're like, I'm in a big toilet right now. Like,
Yeah. Hopefully this isn't black and white. So they don't think it's poop. Like
Yeah.
crayon or something.
No, that's not poop.
That's definitely not
That's
poop.
just the wall.
Yeah, like I'm done in a Nago painting.
Some dog he bite must have shit on me, and then that's just like,
Yeah.
that's what happened, right?
I'm like, did somebody let a dog in here?
I passed out on
who
dog
let
shit.
the dogs out, man?
Who let the dogs out into this padded room that I have no idea what
Officer, I passed out on some
Yeah.
dog shit or something. Like, please.
So
think
I
I
finally
slipped
come
in
to,
it,
right?
dude.
And I'm like, whoa. I'm trying to remember where I even lived. I'm
Oh.
trying to remember who I live with. For like an hour or two, like I couldn't even get that into my brain. I knew there was like lights on my banister, but that was the only thing that I knew. And I was just like, what the? Why am I naked? Why is it poop? And like, I'm not even paying attention to anything in the room.
You're like, who's shitting here?
Yeah, who's shitting here? I'm like, it stinks, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's on my toes.
No,
dog.
it was on my leg, my toes. It was like, it
Oh,
looked like I
shit.
riled around in the poop that's all over the room and
It's
shit.
like
And
on
I'm
your
like, why?
shoulder.
And I'm like,
You're like, hey, people, let me out. Somebody shoot
last
on me.
thing I remember, last thing I remember, I was at a party.
Why'd you guys let someone shit on me?
Yeah. I'm like, what kind of party is this? Because that's the last thing I remember.
What'd you guys eat?
Yeah. Fuck. Was there a chili burrito bowl or something?
You guys fucking
Yeah,
go.
you guys get
the
that-
second.
Did
the
you live
second
Moss
story
last night and
just
fucking get like all the fucking tacos and shit?
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Can you believe that? What would you do?
I would ask for a towel.
Or did you,
To who? There's no windows.
God,
Yeah.
you're like,
So
man.
guess what I started doing?
pooping.
So, obviously, I was all out of that,
You
right?
did snow angels with
No,
your...
I just sat on the rubber and the poop and stuff. I put my heads down, and you can ask them. I went like small. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. And I went through like a whole set list because I'm like, I'm crazy.
Sick.
That's why I'm crazy now.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm in the loony bin. So why not just sing beautiful songs for everybody to hear.
Because
Because then maybe, just maybe, somebody will hear me. And I'm like,
then they'd be like, you don't belong
out of the
here.
tree of life,
Like,
just to pick me a plum.
Like,
Yeah.
And I was just doing like, I'm like, just started singing, but with my head in my hands, like just like so sad because I'm like, will anybody give this man a blanket? Or will anybody turn the air conditioning down a little lower? Or will anybody just scrape the poop off the floor? Or will anybody just save this poor
will anybody
boy?
just hose me down, please?
So,
Like,
yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
just
no.
hook it.
Actually, I do remember this one portion. As everything started going, I do remember that my roommate is Anthony.
yes.
I saw it, like, it starts to come, I'm like, fuck. But you know, to left me, it took to, like, almost to the end of it where I didn't remember what city I lived in. And that's crazy that there's a drug out there that can, like, do that to me, mind erase you like that.
Wow.
It was crazy. Like, I can't even, I can explain it to you actually in full. Like, it was, once I came out of it, I was like, oh. And I asked, so anyways, all of a sudden, then I'm singing finally, and it gets this fucking, like, one of them guards from, like, Princess Bride, you know, or whatever. They open the door. Oh, you're awake, I see, huh? Why don't you fucking put some clothes on? And I'm like, it's a woman. I'm like, what the? What? Okay, now where am I at? Am I like at a sex hospital?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why is a
Yeah.
woman looking at me and I'm like, I'm naked?
Yeah.
She's all, why don't you? You've been naked here the whole time. I've been watching you. You've been pacing back and forth, and I'm like, what the? I don't remember any of that. She's like, yeah, he was like scooting your butt all over the place and rubbing shit all over the place. I'm like, well, don't you think that might mean like I'm sick or like I'm dying or like I'm not in the right?
It means no. It just means
No, it just means you need to stay overnight here in Newport Beach jail.
It just means you need to wipe your butt.
Yeah, why don't you wipe your ass?
Why do you wipe your butt?
You
Put
just
clothes
need to
on.
clean your toes.
You clean your toes too while you're at it.
There's a sink over there.
And suck
boy.
on my toes while you're at it.
Yeah, suck on my toes. Like what?
Are you
Who would
ready to
do
suck
that?
on some toes, son?
And she's and she would hold the key. I don't know. It just sounded like
You know that
she's
big
all-
bell ring?
And you know what's great about her too? Every time
You
she would
want
give me a
these?
time, she's like, "You're gonna be out of here in just
Like
about
those
30
huge-
minutes."
With those huge
And then
keys.
an hour,
Yeah.
2 hours go by, and then she's like, "Oh, we're just doing your paperwork. It's gonna be another 45 minutes."
400 years.
45 minutes, and then like 4 hours go by,
Yeah.
and then she come back and be like, "Oh, good, you finally put the," and I'm like, "Yeah," because she told me she's all, "Your clothes are right there," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And it's like this little paper ball that's folded in a square that's orange, kind of. It's like a little square, like really tight, and then there's this tray of slop, and I'm like, with a piece of white bread on top. I guess that's nice.
Yeah,
And so then, yeah, it's beautiful, right? And then I'm like, what are you pointing at? What am I?
Sloppy Joe.
Well, yeah, it looked like the orange thing was like a handkerchief or like to wipe your face. Like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like,
That's-
thumbs your wares or
That's
whatever.
a
the fuck.
chicken sandwich,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Those are to wipe your
Now
butt.
now get in your clothes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
get in my clothes. I'm like, I really honestly, I'm like, what is she talking? Like, put
That's
the
a
tray
piece
on
of
or like,
underwear over
wrap it
there.
around? Like,
I
put
mean,
the
see
tray.
those clean clothes
It's
we gave
space
you?
clothes,
Put them
boy.
on.
Space clothes, 100% space clothes.
Haven't you ever seen the
Haven't you ever
Jetsons,
seen-
son?
Yeah, this is us. You're in the Flintstone era.
Who's
You need
your
to come
suit
into the
on?
Jetson time. You gotta put them space
Here,
suit on.
wear these
Yeah.
So I-
fucking
I'm
paper
like,
thin.
Are you ready to go to space?
I'm like I'm still hearing like it's still going on like in my head like that, but I'm more lucid. Before I was like
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
you're out. I shitted myself to everyone out there, and I hope that never happens to you because I was poisoned.
They're like, it won't.
Trust me.
Like, you won't, like, but I'm telling you, I was with the upstanding citizens, and we don't know who they were.
Yeah.
That just goes to show anybody can be poisoned.
Yeah, especially like at bar. Yeah, you just basically got.
It wasn't like it was in a
roofie.
drug den.
Yeah, totally. You got like the.
It wasn't. It was in
it's-
a lion's den.
It's like a nice
It
place.
should've
Maybe I should have gone to Bellflower.
Yeah, you went
Just
to
kidding,
too nice of a
Bellflower.
place where it's probably easy
Just
to get
kidding,
rid of.
relax.
You know.
been.
Well, you
That's
learned. I
fine.
guess you learned now. Never take a sip of a drink that you leave unattended.
You know what? Never. Yes.
Yeah. Cheers to that right
Cheers.
there. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, that's that's
No,
crazy.
no, for real.
It does happen to guys though too.
I say, yeah. I say it in all. I know we've been joking about, but I pray to God that your son or your daughter never experiences what I did, and
I wondered, like, did you
it could
think-
happen to, and that's when you think about it. Like, man, there's no way I would be. I was sitting on a curb. I wasn't talking to no one, and they came and checked on me, the police, and I'm like, I must have said something to them to make them go away, but I don't remember that. And then they come back an hour later with like, I guess people said like some shit that didn't even like. It's just whatever. Newport Beach thought I was a piece of trash and they wanted to get rid of me, but I wasn't. I was just sitting on their curb. That's terrified. And they come up and I don't know. I don't remember any of it. So.
Did you think that maybe after when you found out you shit yourself on that sidewalk, you think maybe oh my gosh, I get violated to the point where somebody made
no, I was just dying, dude.
Where somebody maybe shit my pants.
I didn't have enough wherewithal to think what happened to me.
Yeah.
I was just dying.
Yeah.
And I was trying to survive, trying to struggle to get up and stuff. And I mean, anybody that shits their pants, I don't even think I've shot. I'm young enough. Right? I haven't really shotted myself.
Did you feel it coming on, or did you just kind of wake up
exploded.
With it, without any?
No, I got dropped off by an Uber
with no control, right?
Yeah, and I got out of the Uber, and I could barely get out of the Uber.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
yeah.
I was like, oh, and then, but I remember that a little bit, and then I remember I looked at my phone, and it's all, and I was like, oh, and where am I at? And I don't even know what street I'm on, and I don't even know why I'm on that street.
I'm surprised you get.
And so I didn't go in front of somebody's house. I just walked around the corner, on the side of someone's house, but it's main street, so it's pretty much all city property. So I'm just sitting on the curb and granted.
Did anybody leave you $1?
No, yeah, no shut up. I was dressed better than every one of these motherfuckers, including
here.
Had great sweatpants on, and I had a very nice designer hoodie with fucking amazing Ben Sherman shoes with nice socks.
Man, fuck! I can't believe that they would.
I had socks, and I have. You want me to go get the outfit? Because I have it. I've saved it, just like Monica Lewinsky saved that dress. Because I knew that I was so violated, dude. I was just like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
Why am I in a
Where were you
with
trying
poop?
to go? I know, that's crazy.
Where was I trying to go?
Because you stopped, why did you stop?
All I know is I took an Uber. I didn't get in my car. Even most fucked up I don't remember anything, but at least I made good decisions that way. And the people that were sober and are trained didn't make good decisions by taking me to the hospital.
Yeah, by thinking that maybe you weren't okay.
Yeah, maybe people like this don't.
Or you could have
not like this. I'm not want to say anything bad, but I'm obviously not a transient.
Because you could get so drunk to the point where you die. You can get alcohol poisoning. So
I
that
wasn't
could be
on
a real possibility. If somebody were to see you.
I've never been blacked out like that.
Yeah, no, I knew. That's what I'm saying. So it's crazy. So I would think somebody thought you were dead.
It was GHB.
I mean, I would think people probably.
They didn't think to test me. They didn't take me to.
And thought maybe you were dead.
Hogue is closer to them than the police station. They didn't take me.
Wow. That's
and
crazy.
I could have died in there. Instead, they just put me in a padded room with poop and a lady that opens up the.
Maybe they call the police.
The sliding door every couple minutes and tells me to put on a napkin.
Maybe somebody called the police because they thought you were dead, and then the police took it
okay, well, how about they take me to the goddamn hospital? So how about
if somebody thinks somebody's dead? That must mean that
that's what happens.
So why would the police
imagine that's your kid?
Police should call an ambulance or
son, are you okay? You pooped your pants. Oh, you're all right. You pooped your pants because that's normal.
I would have thought the cops would have sure called the.
Well, I have a video, and I'll probably put this in. I'll probably splice it in. It's Bentley. He was dying of laryngeal paralysis, and he shit all over himself and the floor. He couldn't make it out to the door, and so I took a video. I said, you know what I'm doing for Bentley? I'm taking a picture of you, Bentley. I love you. And you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to do something that the Newport Beach police didn't do for me. I'm going to help you up because you're dying. He actually ended up dying, But he was dying. Of course he's pooping himself. And that's what happens when you die. You use bodily extremities.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But I did more for this dog than the human beings did for me.
Also, for sure they should have called the paramedics because, totally, you look like you're probably almost dead because you're, practically passed out. You're incoherent. You're not really... You keep falling back asleep, So I would think that
I'm only doing this based off the police report. I have no idea.
Yeah.
He even said I came up and Mr. Monroe was snoring, passed out,
totally.
Fucking not doing nothing.
Totally drunk,
and he said feces was all over me. I don't know how he knew that, but I was wearing jogger pants, so I don't know. But that's fine. I'd probably once you got around me, I'm sure you could smell it. I mean, it was horrible.
But if you were that drunk, they could have thought because you were passed out on your back.
You keep talking about being drunk. I wasn't drunk.
No, but I mean, you look like you were. So they from them, your behavior was if you had somebody put GHB.
I'm dead.
If somebody put GHB in there, you probably had
I was snoring this.
Yeah, so you probably were drunk, passed out. But that could easily lead to if
they said I told them my dad came or something. I don't know.
If you were,
no, my dad didn't. I mean, I got an Uber, and you know what? We're gonna get the Uber and the driver. We're gonna have to subpoena that. Sucks.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, but not really because maybe he shouldn't have let me out of the car.
And not only that, but like
But I
I
know
don't
he's
know,
trying to do his job, and he probably doesn't think that like this guy's gonna die.
instead of putting
Yeah.
handcuffs
Yeah, I
on you,
obviously did. As soon as I got out of the car, I just shit.
that's crazy. I don't understand how they handcuff
I've
you.
never been able not to control my
They
bowels.
should have put you in an ambulance. That's
Have
crazy.
you ever been like that?
Yeah.
Like when you get shot, you lose your poop.
Yeah.
I got shot. by
That's
GHB.
crazy because you weren't even making sense to them. It sounds like
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. And then they said I was on.
So instead of sending you an
some other, like,
ambulance,
stimulant.
they put you in cuffs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Put me in cuffs and said, "We're taking you to some padded room and
Well, that is messed
let you
up.
wear that off or something." I don't know.
Really?
Right? What did they think I was gonna do? Like just shake it out?
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Well, you know what though? Thank God I'm a warrior, and thank God, like, and I fear for anybody that had less like physical attributes. No offense to everybody, but I'm just saying, like, I've been through a lot of stuff, and I've conditioned myself to have a strong mind, and like I've done some things that have conditioned it harder, and I wasn't gonna let it take me down, and that's probably the only reason why I woke up. It wasn't because of these goofs or these fucking assholes that want to put you down. I had the wherewithal, and I snapped too. Yeah, I look like an asshole. Yeah, I look like a weirdo. Yeah, I look like there's poop everywhere because of me. But I had really no control over it, and that's it. And they weren't there to help me in my time of need, and I would never forgive them for that ever. So that's enough about that. So that happened,
yeah, it's,
and then
yeah.
something else happened, some other shit.
That's fun.
I don't know, weird. And then I had my birthday. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Then something happened like that was tragic again. And it was like, then it was tragic, and I'm like, oh, like, and I always am like happy. Everything really goes my way like most of the time. Isn't that weird? I mean, most of the time. I mean, yeah, we ran into like roadblocks, but for the most part, our lives are good. It's not like like you're battling a snowstorm.
It's
It's
not
like,
like
wow,
we're-
that's weird. Like when it rains, it pours. You know what I mean?
You know, I mean, it's not like yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We're not
Does that
like
happen
in
to you?
mass shootings, or we're not in like
prayers for them.
we're not
Uvalde.
we're not in Ukraine,
In the Ukraine.
and
And Kyiv.
we're we're in Donbass.
No, Donbass, yeah. They keep calling it Donbass, but it's not. It's Donbass.
No, Donbass.
Yeah.
And
No, but a lot of newscasters, John, they call it is Donbass.
that is so crazy.
And that was like a wrestler's name in the
Oh,
60s.
really?
Donbass. Mom, Pa, and Donbass.
That's awesome.
But that's what they got. They got Donbass, but it's really Donbass.
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 Yeah, Donbass.
Donbass.
Yeah, Donbass.
Donbass.
We're all learning Ukrainian, everybody. So.
But
John, you're from Croatia.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not.
John's not from Croatia.
you're
My
not.
mom was.
Oh yeah.
His mother was.
So you're partly from it,
Cool.
from her.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Mirko
kind of.
Krokop.
Yeah,
You
kind
piggybacked
of,
on.
yeah.
I gave she gave
Your
you
guys'
piggyback.
flag looks like Purina dog chow.
Oh.
No, I mean I
I
like
think
it, but it's
so.
just like
Why,
I didn't
what
know
color
that
is it?
because my favorite fighter,
Isn't
Mirko
white?
Krokop,
It's
a
like
checkered black,
white and
Oh.
checkered
yeah.
red, like the Purina.
Yeah. Oh shit! It is.
I swear to God,
man.
like because when Mirko put it on his
Yeah.
Mirko Krokop is one of my favorite fighters. He had it on his the flag on his shorts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it
why is he
does look
sponsored
like
by Purina
that.
dog chow?
It looks like that symbol.
I'm
dude.
sorry. I'm sorry. Much love to the
No, that's funny.
Croatian
dude.
people. Much love, but it was weird. Yeah.
Air flag is good marketing.
Hey, we're
If Purina isn't owned by Croatian people, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed. Oh shit! Right?
Hey, fools! If you're not Croatian,
And you own Purina? Right.
I'll find you. Eh?
It's
well,
over.
did you know that
Yeah. Did you bring anything to the table on this? This 100th
Yeah.
episode is supposed to be a jubilee. We
Okay.
talked a lot about
well
stuff.
I
probably have
liked
to
my
clip a lot of
thing
it, but
my
whatever.
thing was always what when we first started the show.
You didn't like to lick a penis.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying for regarding like the first yeah, exactly. You know, I think it'd be cool if everybody was like androgynous. Like that's like where
That's
you know,
not
like,
a judge. That's fucking
No, I'm
weird.
saying yeah,
I
it is weird because I
I
think
can't
it's
believe
like
you don't
two
want to
grown
look
up.
at the other parts.
It's like
Oh, it gets me horny.
it's
as
crazy.
fuck.
It's crazy.
I'd rather look sometimes.
It's crazy. Like it's just
I really
really,
would.
it's really weird.
Let's look at a little.
You know
touch.
why?
Oh shit.
Because it's really weird to look like. There's a comedian that actually said this too, and it's like. It's weird. Like a penis looks fucking weird. A dick looks weird. Like I mean, it's like just like It's so
Weird to what? I mean,
I don't
we're
know.
all
It's just
alien-looking things.
it's like exactly. It's so alien-like. You
What
know?
do we? No, our
It's
whole body
fucking-
is.
I
man,
know,
like,
but I
everything's
mean,
weird
like,
about it. We have like 5 fingers, and we have like
I know.
fucking noses.
And
What if
girls
we
have
had
slits
5
and guys
dicks?
have dicks. You know, it's so
What if we had
weird.
5 dicks,
And
Sean?
a
Yeah.
thumb dick.
You know, like slits
See?
and dicks. Girls
What the
have
fuck?
slits.
We have 5 fingers, but not 5 dicks.
Oh,
That's
not
fucking
fair.
crazy. That's not fucking stupid.
Instead,
Well,
we can grab things.
maybe on
You
this.
can grab things with 5 dicks.
I can go. Oh my god! Imagine, Megan. Imagine it's going in you like this.
Oh
Boom.
my gosh! Oh my gosh! That would just be like
Wow! What an asshole, dude.
You know?
Whoever, no offense to our creator, but what? Give
You
us
should
5
have been
dicks.
smart and give each dick a hand.
You should have had.
What?
You should have had your tongue.
Wow.
You
No,
should have had
let
your.
me
You
draw
should.
that shit.
You
Wait,
should have had your
what the-
tongues. You
hold
should have
on.
had your tongues built like right below
Hold
your
on,
fucking
where's it?
dick, so you can lick your balls out.
I'm trying to imagine this right now.
Shit, I think
John's
you carried
5
me to
dicks.
school, man.
John 5 dicks have 5 hands on those. Like I can't even here. I have to draw this shit.
And how about the fact that your tongue is like built
The
right
tongue's out
underneath
here,
your
right?
dick?
The body here,
We're
and it
just
shoots out, and there's 5 penises
with a tongue underneath all of them.
like that.
Teeth.
Right? And
There's a
5
tongue.
It's coming for the pussies. Like
There's
right
a
here.
tongue built right by your ball
Tongue
sack,
right
so
here.
you can constantly
There's a
lick
pussy. There's a pussy. Just the wall right here. You know? But then from the 5 penises, they have 5 ticklers. They have 5 hands. Each one of them.
And
Each
5
one of
tongues.
them, and they're gonna infiltrate this.
They're coming for
And
you.
they're coming into this vagina right now, like guns blazing.
Like 5 vaginas at once.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
even need to go into vagina.
One
Each
vagina
hand would
just-
like stroke
they
your
would-
own dick.
they
You
wouldn't
guys
even know what
wouldn't
to
even
do.
need to go
They
into
would never know what
vaginas
to do.
anymore.
They would never know what to do. It's like
You had a hand
Yeah.
on my
fresh
dick.
buzzsaw.
You had a
Just
hand and a
fucking-
tongue on each. You had a
Okay, now
tongue.
they got tongues too. Okay, so
And-
5 tongues too.
So guys wouldn't even
And
want to
they
go.
can-
Guys wouldn't even want to fuck
Gene Simmons
girls
like
anymore.
tongue.
All they would have to do is have their fucking tongue hands,
Yep.
suck their dicks,
Tongue
and lick their
hands?
balls. Yeah,
Tongue- Oh yeah. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
You know that brings me to this question. I'm gonna finish this drawing.
You're
That
gonna be
being
like,
with-
fucking, we don't
these
do
two.
vaginas anymore. We got fucking 5 dick
We have each other.
We got 5 dick lickers, hand jobs.
This looks ridiculous. Look
I'll
how
go around the
look
same
at
time.
how much. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at how intricate it is going into the vagina.
looks
That's
like
just
a-
one penis with the 5 hands and the 5 tongues.
It looks like a
Oh.
CNN.
And that's just one. There's 5 more. Oh yeah, I only put 4. I only put 4.
Earthworm. What is that
Yeah.
thing that came up from
That's
the
gonna
earth
be
and went
another
back down?
penis
It
right
was
here.
that look like a
Circumcised, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, come on. We don't know hood ornaments.
Yeah.
We don't want no Klansmen.
Yeah.
unless it
Circumcised
comes,
penises are racist.
unless sometimes you never know. Sometimes you never see it like when it's in that
Their hoods and
hooded
their,
shape.
their pitchforks and their hoods.
Yeah, how? What about this? I bet. How long has a girl gone
No,
Like,
I want to talk about the feet
before she
situation.
found out a guy was uncircumcised? Like maybe she only saw it was when it was hard. I was just wondering, like that's like a little.
That's an
question
interesting
to throw
question,
out
but
there.
unless she's blind and deaf and I can't feel.
No, but like maybe she only saw the dick when it was hard. In that sense, you can't really tell if it's circumcised or not.
Is he always hard?
Well, maybe she's only seen him like that, you know, or maybe like she only opens her, she only looks at
puts
her.
her hand down there. You know,
Oh, really?
probably like a couple dates. I would say maybe.
Or she's
Maybe a couple
she finds
days.
out that the person's.
Yeah, because maybe he's just hard. Like the first couple times, he fucks her in the back of his car or something, and then like the third date, like they actually like watch a movie, and she just puts her hand down there, and it's like probably a little soft, and then she's like, "Oh, it's a hood." Oh. I gotta finish my drawing. No, so what I'm asking you guys is these two co-hosts of mine had a real problem with me sucking on toes. I love sucking on toes.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody else does. I do.
I guess if you like pickled pig's feet. Yeah, imagine that's what like toast tastes like.
100%.
No, I mean, it's not like look at, and I'm gonna preface it. Not everybody that I meet, I want to suck on their toes. But the ones that I'm really the ones I'm very attracted to, like I want to like
Someone
I wanna
doesn't
lick everywhere.
walk on their feet.
what? Such shit. Someone just needs to walk on feet.
You know
Oh
where
man, vinegar toes.
feet are like in shoes and shit, and like they
You like-
just
you
get
like-
crusty.
You like fucking vinegar toes? I think fucking feet probably taste like vinegar.
The brine.
Sometimes they smell
You
like
guys,
vinegar.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what you guys are talking about. 'Cause I like, and I'll be honest, if I really like their feet, I like a little bit of like the sweat smell from it.
Oh man,
Wearing
like
shoes and shit.
fucking
They're fun.
Yeah, he
with
likes
lint
the
in between
If I
their
really-
toes.
Yeah.
Their
really
toes
like-
jammed.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm really
Little
into that.
lint
It's like-
balls,
it's
little
like
lint
peanut
pieces
butter.
of lint.
because the hottest person's lip ball is like the ugliest person's regular like jizz.
Oh man, I don't know, but that's
Low
like
I don't even know what that
jizz,
means. That
dog.
doesn't even make sense. Like, this is such a class by itself.
yeah.
You can't
like,
even sell
If
it
you're
on
hot,
the
if you're
black
hot, you can do.
market,
I'm
dog.
gonna lick your toes. But if
Oh,
I'm into you
man.
though, if I'm into you,
If
Oh
you don't
man.
have a goat,
you could be like medium, but I'm into like there's a charisma, there's a
you
lightning
can
bolt.
be
there's
a 3,
you
But
know,
if you
and
got
I might
vinegar-
lick your
if you
toes
got
like in
vinegar
passion.
toes,
In passion, I might lick. I probably will.
that's something different. Licking
I
asshole
probably
and
will.
licking toes is two different things.
And I'll
man.
lick your asshole.
I mean, licking an asshole is like I
Right.
think I'd
That's
rather
delicious.
do that 10 times more than fucking licking a.
It's
fucking
delicious with the
vinegar
right
toe.
person, Megan. It's delicious with the right person. Gosh, dude.
mustard toe, dog.
No, there's no mustard toe. There's no fucking chili cheese tog toe.
Fucking
Fucking, there's no.
fucking sauerkraut toe.
Yeah, no shit. Sauerkraut. There's no.
Some sour cream.
What's that
toe,
sandwich? What's that
dog.
sandwich at Wiener Schnitzel? Oh, the Polish sandwich. There's no Polish sandwich toes.
It's no fucking bratwurst
Yeah,
though.
there's no bratwurst.
There's
There's
no-
no pastrami dog toes.
There's no superstar.
There's no poopers.
Oh man.
Would you like to try our poopers?
Which is just like a vinegar
Our
toe.
poopers. Our poopsters. Our poopsters. Our poopsters.
Cacas.
And there was a Wiener Schnitzel guy. He's like, "Would you like to try our poopsters?" And I'm like, "Your poopsters?" And he goes, "Yeah, would you like to try our poopsters?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
Sure.
What they were was like a little bun, like you know how you get at like fancy parties where they have the dog and the croissant.
Oh,
Never.
What is it?
You know what I mean? Like a dog. Like what do they call that in the when the butler
Hush
serves it?
puppy.
Birds on a weenie or some shit.
Oh, pigs on a blanket?
There you go. Birds.
Yeah,
on,
the
did I say
pigs
birds
in
on a
the-
weenie?
two birds
Oh,
Pigs
on
in
and
a
like
blanket.
toes are
Pigs in a
like your
blanket.
pigs
Pigs
in
in
a
a
blanket?
And that's and Wiener Schnitzel had that. They called it poopsters.
Like
They
toes
call
in a
it
blanket?
poopers.
No,
They're
not poopsters, they're
little
like poopsters.
toes,
You
dog.
like,
Yeah, they're like
you
upstairs.
like toes in a
Upstairs.
blanket?
Yeah, like toes in a blanket. Like you know, like the narcos do.
Like toasters.
Like the narcos do to your mother
Like
when
those-
you go against them,
Those
and then they serve your
canned
toes in a
fucking
blanket.
wieners.
He likes toes in a blanket.
Hey, you know what we gotta do? We gotta send his mom toes in a blanket. Anyways, check
Send
this
them
out.
3 toes.
So,
eh?
anyways, I like toes.
Oh.
Send me your toes.
Oh, yeah. Send it,
Yeah.
please.
Imagine if I got like a lot of mail, like I got
People
gripper toes.
cut
Yeah.
off people's
Cut off people's toes.
And then he goes to the bathroom
What
and
would you
jerks
do?
off to all the toes.
Fuck it, I'd put them in a little case. And I put
But
it like,
dude, a lot of people
I'd
are
collect it
doing
around here.
some.
that'd be weird. That'd be some weird ass art.
Please send it this way.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Please
Hey, if
send
you have
me-
those toes left over
Hey,
and you have it in an ice
If
bucket,
anybody has had a
Yeah.
toe
they're like in the
cut
back
off,
there, no. They
We'll
go back to their. They go
We'll
back to
store
their.
it in a hot pocket.
Yeah, I bet you
Hey,
Iowa.
anybody like,
And we'll cut it out.
anybody
We'll
that
put
had
it
to cut-
in there.
hey,
Misery.
hey, everybody out there, like, including like diabetics, if you have chopped your toe off recently, just send
Go
it
ahead and
my,
say, yeah, you don't need it.
send it
Send
my
it
way, man.
here.
Send it
Yeah,
my
yeah.
way, man. I
We'll,
think
we'll,
it.
we'll check it for diabetes.
We have a freezer.
I want to suck on your toe, man. Just send me
Megan,
your toe.
Megan, we can check it for diabetes now.
yeah, I know, yeah.
See if it has it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if they don't
test
have it?
With their
What if they don't have it? Like the-
equipment, eh?
Like the doctor took off his toe and
It's
like
for
we find out,
nothing.
yeah,
I know.
we're gonna check it, of course, and we're gonna say, oh fuck,
I know,
Charles Mindlewood
right?
didn't have diabetes
Because the doctor
Yeah.
gets paid like extra money for like
Right.
giving toes to
Yeah.
whatever
yeah,
kind
so,
of
like some sicko, like
to
We'll
some
find
toe
out.
suckers, some like rich toe suckers that want toes.
imagine if I bought them.
I
Imagine if I
know.
asked them to send, and then I get like, and I'm like,
The doctor's
you guys
like,
come in, you guys
yeah.
come in. I'm in the corner. I'm like, I'll just nibble. What? Do you, nothing.
oh, this is a fresh toe.
Steven?
This toe is only from a.
So you get that fucking toe out of your mouth.
This toe's a. This is a young.
What? Nothing.
This is a young
Nothing.
I don't even know what you're talking
The
about.
toes that I want
No,
people to
I
send
know.
me.
Yeah,
I know,
and
it's
you'd be
really
like,
disgusting. This bizarre.
Yeah, the bones and shit in there.
like, oh, this
What?
this bone's from like 19.
Dude, this one's
This toe was
fucking,
born in
like,
1980, and this
He's a
bone.
gypsy.
dude,
This
it was
toe- this
raised
toe's
in
not from the
fucking
United States.
Europe.
This toe is a gypsy toe.
This toe's not from the
Well,
U.S.
you
They
could've
ran
finished
a
my-
lot,
I
eh?
need to finish my drawing.
No, but about that though, what if
I'm
doctors
gonna
were
put
cutting off?
this on Twitter.
What if
This
doctors-
is John's invention? Why God should have made men a 5-penis, 5-hand-tongued fork attack on one vagina, and it would just spread out. Just
You'd be like,
It would be amazing. Like it'd be like
you'd
like
look
churning
cool,
like
man.
so many tickles. And
You
so
wouldn't
many
even
sensations
need to put your
at once. It'd be
your-
like
you
it'd be like
wouldn't
just
need.
everything would be like crazy. And then, like,
Yeah, you wouldn't even need
everything's
a
gonna
vagina
flop.
anymore to put your dick
It
in.
could just be like this.
Your little hands and the little hands'
Yeah.
tongues would just constantly.
One would not be enough.
Wow,
Oh.
Ron, this is amazing. We're gonna have to send this to the Lord above.
Like, what are you
Well,
doing?
if
Lord
everybody
Jesus.
looks
You
under
made
their
too
seats right
little
now.
of the one thing
Hang
that
on.
counts, man.
We gotta put some little like at post. We gotta put a little bit of church music. I want to take this time, Lord Jesus,
It'd be too heavy.
to tell you right now, Lord Jesus.
My
Baby
friends
Jesus.
and I, we went to a party last week at a ridiculously expensive house. Now, the owners, they had a fleet of really, really fancy cars. And the owners, well, they were this couple, and they seemed to have everything, but they actually had nothing. Nothing that truly mattered. This couple wasn't that old, yet they looked tired, sluggish, wrinkles that they shouldn't have had yet, while also showing more gray hair than others who were 15 years older. You could hear people at the party whispering and talking and actually looking shocked at the sad visual that played out throughout the night that became much sadder. I thought, this couple, they need Stardust. And I felt it was my duty as a human being to introduce them to Stardust. Now, Stardust is the revolutionary, age-defying supplement the world is now discovering. Haven't you noticed people recently keep saying, look, people are just looking so much better now. They're aging so much better. Or, 40 isn't what it used to be because people didn't look like this at 40. Because humans are evolving, right? Or, people were just taking care of ourselves better. That's why people are looking younger than ever before. Well, those statements are only half true. Because Stardust is now one of the main reasons why people are actually saying this. Stardust supplements have shown through studies and through customers the benefits of taking Stardust are staggering. Stardust, it turns gray hair dark, prevents hair loss while simultaneously promoting new hair growth. Stardust rejuvenates your entire body, cleanses your liver and your colon and your kidneys, which is necessary for youth and vitality. Stardust improves your skin and it restores that skin to its original radiant glow. It improves sleep quality, fights memory problems, relieves constipation, nourishes the reproductive system, contains powerful antibacterial effects. While removing toxins from your body, it boosts your immune system to high levels by increasing your red blood cell count. Just 1 to 2 capsules per day of Stardust balances your blood pressure and keeps your cholesterol to the healthy levels that are optimal for feeling your best and preventing heart disease. And it has huge anti-inflammatory lasting effect, which will save you from the terrible diseases that so many from the past and still are suffering with to this day. They're suffering from that traditional aging process. Well, Stardust Supplements refuses to allow you to traditionally age. This all-natural supplement is necessary for your beauty on the outside to be reactivated and for your organs on the inside to flourish and prevent illness. You owe it to yourself, your family, and to anyone you love to give the gift of beauty, youth, and longevity. Because now you know. Now you know what is available to you and the rest of the world. It is your human duty now to share the newfound knowledge of Stardust. And that couple, remember that couple? Well, I felt that I needed to share Stardust with them, but I was too late. Another guy beat me to it. I overheard him talking to them about Stardust and to go get Stardust at stardustpill.com. He said, what? Stardustpill.com. He was telling them over and over and trying to hammer it into their brain. Well, I saw that same guy. You know what? He was driving around in one of those couple's Ferraris because I would assume that Ferrari from that couple was the very least that they probably felt they could give him. But that just shows you they were so thankful because just by going to stardustpill.com, that couple truly has everything. So go to stardustpill.com, mention this podcast, and receive 10% off your first order. Stardustpill.com. Stardustpill.com. The knowledge is in your hands, and it's up to you. Remember, stardustpill.com. Stardust. You deserve youth.